Hello everybody, it's Holly from Exotic Orchids. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're talking about spikes, future blooms, all the cool stuff, everything you want to see. No, we want to see blooms, but to get to the blooms, we have to see this. Now, this is a Paphiopedilum primulinum. It'll have the beautiful long sepals come down off of it. I cannot wait. And if you watch the video I just put up, I'm looking at it over there, the video of the Psychopsis Mendenhall, it's a, I don't want to say perpetual, sequential bloomer. This one is the same thing. So we should see blooms for quite a while off the same one once it gets going. So I'm really hoping that this is ready to go. I'm trying to think where that one came from. I don't know. Maybe Triton. I don't think it's Triton though. I'll have to think. Maybe Hauserman. We're going to talk twinkles now. A little early for twinkles. For me, these typically bloom around Thanksgiving for me. So this could be out of bloom even by Thanksgiving this year. So warm summer, extra warm summer, I don't know. Fertilizer change, something has prompted it to bloom a little earlier, but it's doing great. It has 3 brand new growths on it. So I'm really happy with that. Over here, staying with the twinkles, we have Marguerite, the famous one, the vanilla one. Everybody loves the Marguerite. And it has 7 that I can see so far. So it's very abundant in blooms too. It's going to be really pretty. And it does smells like vanilla. If you see I'm struggling to breathe, I am. I have done everything sinus-wise to get rid of the allergies. Rain's coming today. That's all I know. Rain's coming. So, now this one is not a twinkle, but it's about the size of a twinkle. So I don't know. I'd have to look more into the research of this one. But to the best of my knowledge, this is not a twinkle, but it is in the Oncidium family. This is Oncidium Pacific Sunrise. One of my most prolific bloomers. 1 spike. I say that I say there's only 1 spike, but you know what I mean. It blooms often. And I did grow this one from an absolute seedling. So I'm a little proud of it. I'm going to brag on it. A seedling from Ritter Orchids, one of my very first orchid purchases. And it does have 2 smaller plants combined, because I think on a shipment from Sheldon, I did get a second one, and they are both relatively small, so in the same pot. A little cheat way to make you think I have. Holly's got a beautiful specimen sitting right there. No. You know, if they're a like orchid, there's no reason not to put them in the same pot. They want the same conditions. Now, this was a rescue from Lowe's. I don't think I paid rescue prices though, but you know what I mean. You had to go rescue it. Carabine time Lawrenciana pink cluster. And, you know, it's in the Cattleya family. I'm not sure exactly which one it is in, exactly what it is. I'm going to show you. I'll tell you about spikes, and you can't see them. See that right there? That's a sheath. Right there's a little sheath coming on. So I have high hopes for that one. And here, get ready for this name. BLC, Brassolalia Cattleya. Soundworth number 28. The most romantic name you could ever imagine coming up with for an orchid. Soundworth number 28. Who named this Ray of Sunshine that horrible name? I'm sure they had a reason, but it is yellow and it is absolutely beautiful. And there is your sheath. So I've been watering and I have been running into some sheaths. It's very, very nice. It seems to be Cattleya season. Ta-da! Here is another one. Did you see the sheath there? Now, the leaf was looking a little rough, so I did trim the leaf back. I don't know if it got sunburned. I don't know what was going on with it. But with the light here coming down on it, I can see the buds forming. That's always nice to see. If you want to know if your Cattleya has, because sometimes the sheath is empty and it never does anything. If you want to know if your cat has buds in it, hold it to light. You're going to find out pretty soon. You could give it a little gentle push, but if you can use a light and you're not smashing it, risking damaging the bud, use a light. So I'm happy with this. And I'll be happier when it blooms and I know what it is. It's another one of those. Don't act surprised. Nobody should be surprised who watches my channel. And I did say in a previous video a minute ago, thank you to all the new subscribers. Just in case they don't watch that one. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the crazy world of Holly's orchids. I do love them. I do. I started gathering these, say with a vengeance. It came on fast. It came on really fast. COVID lockdown. I realized Sheldon, look at those greedy little fingers. Sheldon could ship these to me. Carmel orchids. So they started coming in with great frequency. Yeah. But I slowed down. Come on. Give me some credit here. I have slowed down. I do have 2 coming from Ecuador. I'm hoping any day now. So do Anna, but I needed to finish a collection. Hold on. I had to have it for a collection. And something else I had to have because I was already paying shipping. You can justify anything. But this is Pinot Princess. I just did a video about it. My brassias. It will be a purple, a dark purple, wine colored, obviously. And a new growth on it as well. And I'm not certain how large this spike's going to get, but it's already curving. I had it tied, but I don't know. I don't know that I don't want to damage any blooms. And sometimes they can get stuck in that. If it's not a very long spike, you know, where you have a lot of room. Because down here, it would do me no good to tie it down here. I would want to do it up here. But then you're dealing with spikes and your blooms, I mean. So I might just let it hang out naturally. In fact, it's gone. So unless there's a sudden urgent need to put that stake back in there, it's not going to. It's going to be a more natural flowing one. I need to scoot this out of the way. I'm going to bring over this one. Here we go. This is another brassia. And it's going to be yellow with some spots on it. 2 spikes. 2 spikes. So I'm really, really pleased with this. What is going on? Sorry, my phone wants me to clean up storage. So right here, 2 spikes on this. I'm really pleased with this because when I bought it, it came with 1. So in my care, it was happy enough to put 2 new growths out with 1 spike each. Now, would I like 2 spikes on each growth? Yes. Is it capable of producing 2 spikes on each growth? Yes. So we'll see. Maybe something for the future to look forward to. I'm peeking around. I'm trying to see because you never know. One might come out. You don't know. You have to be very careful when you're peeking too because you don't want to damage anything. So yeah, I do have a couple more, but I have to go drag them all out. My Miltonia kind Kai that you haven't seen for since the beginning of my channel, basically, in bloom. And it was a sibling in the packaging that came from Ritter to this. So that one also was a baby when I got it. I'm looking over there. There's another cattleya. If you see me looking over there a lot, that's my window with all my orchids. So sometimes I refer to them in my own mind. But there they are. There's going to be lots and lots of blooms. And there's probably a few more spiking that I just didn't notice. But one of the things is when you handle each orchid, I was trying to find the correct word for this. Because if you were in a greenhouse situation, you could go around the hose. You could just spray. Well, you're not picking it up. You're not looking. You're not seeing the roots unless you were specifically looking at that orchid, which is great. If I had a greenhouse, I wouldn't be picking them all up every day either. Let's get real. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So you're going to find things when you're watering. You're going to find a mealybug. Oh, and I will have to tell you, I'm going to confess to something I'm really, really annoyed at myself and the world of mealybugs. I have a Pathia pedalum over there. It had a big, beautiful head on it. It's going to open. And it's dehydrating. It's blasting. And I thought, oh my gosh, what happened to this? So I peeled back the little bit of the sheath, full of mealybugs. You would look at that plant, you wouldn't have seen a mealybug anywhere. They were down in the sheath. So, mealybugs are little white, fluffy little creatures that are the devil. they're not going to kill your orchid immediately. You should be able to keep an eye on them and catch them before that happens. But what I do is I keep a bottle of spray alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I think it's 70%, whatever you pick up in Walmart. I put it right in a spray bottle. And if I see something that's a little sus, that I'm a little concerned about, I will put a squirt. I'm not going to go crazy. But if I do see a lot of them, I'm going to spray it heavily. And it doesn't seem to affect blooms. I mean, I wouldn't, let me say that, rephrase that. I wouldn't put it on a bloom. I would maybe try to hand pick anything off of a bloom because that's alcohol on that. And that's delicate. But buds, you like to go down the crevice of a bud. I mean, anywhere there's a little crevice in your orchid, those little things, and I don't know, I know they can fly, but I don't see them. You don't see them flitting around in the air, but suddenly they'll be somewhere they weren't last night. So maybe they're more mobile at night. I don't know. But with summertime, windows being open, doors being open more often, dogs, people in and out all the time, the mealybugs are going to come in. Sometimes you wish you lived in a high rise where no creature could ever get into your orchids. But, you know, I'm sure they find a way. They're going to find a way to get your beautiful blooms. But that seems to be the only real problem I've ever had here. As far as any pests, has been the mealybugs. Now, I did take my Phyas out yesterday, or my kryptonite, Phyocylanthe kryptonite. There we go. I was looking at my Phia Ramona earlier. And I did see something, I don't want to say the dreaded scale word, but I don't know. There's something, maybe look like it could be scale. So, of course, I'm going to frantically get rid of that. But I only noticed one. So, was it just some kind of bit of dirt? Something got on it? I don't know. But I'm not in an environment where I want to use chemicals. You know, if I was outside in a conservatory or a greenhouse, I might not be so worried about chemicals. I have a son. I have dogs. My husband and I live in the home. We all live in this home confined with this airspace. So I don't know that I would really want to introduce any chemicals. I do have a systemic that I have found that it's granulated, that if I would find an issue, I might put it in. And in fact, this week, if you have outdoor plants and you're heading into fall, I might actually put that on my outdoor plants to systemically get rid of anything that may have gotten on it while it was outside this summer. My lemon trees, my fig, things like that. But, and as far as fall coming, my orchids, my Phalaenopsis, they're all sitting upstairs. They're upstairs on the window ledge, propped up so they don't fall. 6 of them, 6 or 7. And the nighttime temps are getting low enough that I'm really hoping they're going to start setting bud pretty soon. Because I was kind of eager to get them moving along. So that's basically all I have. I'm tired. I filmed 2 videos. I've been to the library. I filmed 3 videos because I think I put another one out of my sunflowers outside. So I've been busy. 90-degree heat. I've had about enough. I think tonight might be just whatever comes out of the refrigerator. We have leftover chili because 90 degrees. I thought we had to have chili and cornbread yesterday. It was really good. But we probably didn't need chili and cornbread, 90-degree temperatures. So we'll see. Maybe tonight is breaded shrimp, something I can just bake real quick and not have to worry about a big mess. So I hope you're all having a great time. Enjoying your orchids, enjoying your summer. If you're in the other part of the world, I hope you're enjoying what little bit of winter is left because you're moving into spring as we move into fall. You don't tend to think about that very much, but I do watch Matthew in Melbourne, so the poor dear is struggling through winter. Winter. Come on, Matthew. It's not winter like we get in Ohio. He's got a little sweater on. That's the kind of winter I wouldn't mind having. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the last of whatever season you're in right now and looking forward to the next one. So please like, share, subscribe, comment. I know I've been rambling. But thanks again to any new subscriber. It is much, much appreciated. And it's good to have you here. So I guess that's it. All of that. And above all, enjoy those orchids.